great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of disease. I mean, welcome back to the Immigration Answers Show. My name is Jim Hacking. This is episode number 569 of the Immigration Answers Show. I don't know if this thing's working or not. Can you get, okay, yeah, we're going. All right, how's everybody doing? Big ups from St. Louis. Big ups to all the Yardies. I hope you all are having a great Easter, had a nice Passover, having a good Ramadan. How is everybody doing? Today is Sunday. I'll be here for the next hour or until people stop asking me questions. So let's say hi to everybody, see who's here with us. Saw some good comments. TNT in the H-Town, getting ready for iftar dinner. Trini food, curry chicken, chana aloo with dal puri. That sounds pretty good to me. Praying for peace worldwide. I love it. Love the message. Joan says, good morning. Happy Easter from California. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, Tony and Hope. Happy Easter, Tony and Anthony. Lindy says, happy Easter. Late to the party. Happy Easter. I shared the link. Hina's here all the way from Bahrain. Rocio is here. AJ's here. And Syra's here. A lot of our usual friends are with us. Good to see everybody. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend going? It's sort of nice here in St. Louis. I'm going to be getting in the pool later. And the leaves are starting to turn green. And everything's looking nice and fresh. What'd you guys do for Easter? Did anyone go out to brunch? We missed out on the family brunch because we're fasting. So today is the 21st day of Ramadan. So I got about 10 days left. They think the last day of Ramadan is going to be on April 9th. And then I'm going to San Diego for a good long while. So I'm excited about that. Rocio's getting ready to go back to work. Phoenix says it's pretty cool. We got a welcome from New Jersey from Joan. Oh, Rocio spring break's over. So Rocio's really going back to work. That's no good. Kichi says hello from Houston. Let me go ahead and get AJ's making an omelet. Here's the link if you want to join in the waiting room. Rami Malek was on. No, not Rami Malek. The other Rami. What's his name? Rami Youssef. Rami Youssef was on Saturday Night Live last night. He had a great cold open to the monologue. The kids all shared it with us this morning. It was really fun. Hina went for an iftar yesterday. Barely had one plate. Yeah, there's always lots of food at the old iftar. Chagall says hi from Houston, and IEZ's here. Oh, wait, Donna's here. Here we go. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to all you Yardies. Always glad when Donna's here. That just makes me happy. I honestly think about Donna giving big ups to everybody a couple times a day, and it just makes me happy. All right. Yeah. Marla says, happy Easter, especially to all those who are spending time apart during the immigration maze. That's a very sweet thing. Hey, Hoolie's here. What up, Hoolie? How you doing, kiddo? Hope you're having a nice day. I got some people in the waiting room. I'll post the link one more time if anyone wants to ask me a question or to just say hi. Like I said, I'll be here for the next hour or until we run out of questions. Shota, what do you got? Hello, Shota. Are you there?
Hi, Jim. Hello. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Thank you so much. Fine. You have answered a couple times my questions, and I appreciate it, and I'm very grateful of you.
Sure.
Jim, I have a question for my friend. She doesn't speak any English. So she applied for United for Ukraine maybe a month ago with her kids. She added her kids as a travel group member on her account. She was approved already from the sponsor, just want to mention it. And her kids were approved, but not she. So she got, the sponsor, she got actually declined. Actually, the sponsor was not good for it, and the kids were approved. She tried another sponsor just for herself, and she was approved, we submitted everything for CBP. I was helping her, but accidentally, she got denied. Her case was denied. There was no problem with the sponsor. We tried to call to USCIS couple times. She called, the sponsor called as well, but they know nothing. They have no idea what's going on. They told us to they told her to write to CBP and ask them what's going on. I mean, we just don't understand what's going on. Oh, I mean, she is having opportunity from her account to submit the documents to the CBP. This kind of little blue window is still active, but when when she's clicking on that, it's showing up like an error. We have no idea what's going on. And once she was talking to USCIS agent, she was kind of she had a common sense and she knew what she was talking. And she recommended her to file one more time from the sponsor, like a different sponsor maybe, or the same sponsor. And once she would be approved, she could add a new case. And as a travel group members, as her kids were approved already, she could add them with the previous approval notices, and there would not be any problem. That's what she was told by the agent. And just wanna ask you, is that normal to do something like that, or would you recommend me something else to tell my
Yeah.
friend to like do it
I
in
think
this way?
I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
I got you. I got you. Now, one more question. What's your expectation in terms of F2A category in visa bulletin for final action dates?
Say that again.
What's your expectation in visa bulletin for F2A category in the
Oh,
near future?
it just moves very slowly. It jumped a little bit a couple months ago. It's just very slow.
Jim, is there any chance? I know the USCIS is a little bit crazy. Is there any chance that they can send approval or something before the priority day is gonna be current for the calendar?
You mean can
Is there any
someone?
chance for?
You mean are you asking me can USCIS approve it? Or are you asking is it an adjustment case or is it an overseas visa case?
Like it's my situation right now. I am uh, I am married with my spouse. It's gonna be soon, almost 2 years, and my priority date is like at 2022 uh, month of September, and I'm just waiting for my time there. And I was just asking if there is
No,
any chance
no, they can't. They can't. There's just
they
too many.
can.
They legally can't.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
And
I got
again, it's probably going to be when your spouse becomes a citizen that you get upgraded to an immediate relative. That's probably what's going to happen.
you. Mm-hmm. Or if they move it a little bit faster till my spouse gets like a citizenship, maybe I'll get something. But Jim, if they come to my priority date with a visa bulletin, uh, like it's gonna be the same date for my priority date and in the visa bulletin as well. They do it usually quickly to send the green card, or maybe it can take a few more months as well, and nobody knows.
It'll still take a few more months. And again, I think it's not going to be until your spouse becomes a citizen that you get your green card.
Hmm. For her, it's gonna take like a 2.5 years, and
And
every single month.
I think that's faster than F2A will move.
Wow. Actually, they do 3 4 months of job. Like the last 3 months, they did three four
Yeah,
months of job in
yeah.
2 months. So, yeah, if they continue like that, it's gonna be in six
But
seven months probably.
I don't think they're going to. We'll see. Thanks, Shota. See you, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Jim. Have a nice day.
Bye bye. All right, Montreal. What do you say, Montreal?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
I can. How you doing? I hate that DS5535.
Yeah, I got just a quick question. So I was in Montreal last April. I got a DS5535. It's for IR1 case spousal. So last April was the interview. And then what happened in the meantime, like I'm Canadian, so in the meantime my employer, they wanted me down in the United States on an L1A. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I was skeptical it would be approved, but I took it to the border. They gave me the paperwork because I guess Canadians can just apply at the border. And I went to the border, and they actually approved it. They asked me about my IR1, and they said I just told them, it's an admin processing. That was it. They didn't really probe much more. They approved it, and now I'm actually here in Houston, working in the U.S. I was just wondering, can I just file an adjustment of status here, or what's the deal with that?
Your spouse is a U.S. citizen?
Yep. It's IR1 case. Spouse is a U.S. citizen.
When did you enter?
Like a week ago.
So
It's
I would wait.
L1A though, so it is dual intent, I was told.
True. That's true. It is. I would still wait 60 days to file for the green card.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Just to
nobody.
be
It'll still probably go pretty quickly. You probably won't have an interview. You'll probably get your green card relatively quickly. But why, even though it's a dual intent visa, why give them anything to squawk about? I would
Okay.
just wait the full 60 days and then apply.
All right. And so would it go faster since I have an approved I-130 petition?
Yeah, it should.
Okay. So I can just apply from here and nothing else.
You can. I would say you can and you should.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know what they're doing in Montreal. They seem to be taking forever.
I think they just give out those 5535s all the time. In Montreal, I think gives out the most 5535s.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And I was actually quite surprised they even let me in with the L1A.
Yeah, that's great. Where did you come? Through Pearson or what?
Went through Calgary.
Oh yeah. Well, narrator's voice. They're sort of chill out in the West.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I got lucky. I was skeptical, but my company said just try. There's no harm. So
Yeah, great.
All right.
Thanks for the call.
All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
Yeah,
Bye.
you got it. Bye. All right. Everyone's talking about their naps. I'll just say that today I slept until 9:15, and I don't think I've slept until 9:15 in 4 or 5 years, and it was great. It makes the Ramadan fast a little shorter. I got up right away, went for a long hour and 15-minute long walk. Got my mind right. Got to walk around with the sun on my skin without my hoodie on, so that was really nice. It's nice when things start to warm up and you can feel like a normal person again. It's spring has sprung, and today is Easter, so that makes sense. But I'm happy everyone's taking naps, and I'm glad everybody's having a good day. Let's go to Aniel. Aniel.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, Aniel left. We'll come back to Aniel if he comes back in. Donna says, Jim, my son sent you an email. Donna, you mean the email about the buns and cheese, or do you mean a different email? But yeah, he needs to come on the show. He'll come on eventually. I'm glad you're here, Donna. Oniel's back. Sorry, Oniel, did I hang up on you? I'm sorry.
No, I think it was something with the internet or something.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good. So me and my wife, we got married like 2 months ago, and she's a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
And I came here on a J1 visa last summer around June, I think.
Okay.
So we did our paperwork. We filed the I-130, the I-130A, the I-485. We filed the work permit, and also we put the vaccine record and everything. The only thing that we didn't file was the travel document, because I was not going to need it, because I'm not planning to return it to my country within the next, 2 years, maybe even more.
Yeah.
And also the lawyer that did our case, he told us, well, now those travel documents are taking like up to a year. So if you are not going to need it, there's no reason to apply for it. So we did everything. We put as much proof as we could in the case. We put bank statements, like a joint. We put the lease of the house, the gym membership, the cell phone that we got together. And we put photos, family, all the photos with like a caption, like, oh, this is my uncle, this is her, cousin, whatever. And then we filed the case to USCIS. And we filed the case on the 20th of this month. That's when they got it. They got the case on the 20th, the package, I mean. So I wanted to ask you, now is the last day of the month, and we haven't received any receipt notice at all from the case.
Oh, that's okay.
And do you know like how long would that take? And also like what's the processing times for adjustment of status now?
Well, so a couple questions for your J1. Were you doing work and travel? What were you subject to Rule 212E or what?
I was doing work and travel, but I was not subject to the two for the 2 year rule.
Good. And where do you live? Like, where do you and your spouse live?
So I was living in Michigan. That's where I was working with the J1 visa, and now me and my spouse we live in Pennsylvania.
Did you know your spouse before you came to the United States?
Yeah, I met her since 2016.
Okay, but you came for real and you did your J1. You did everything you were supposed to under that visa.
Yeah.
You didn't just come on the visa and go live with her.
Oh no, because I came on the visa. I worked in Michigan for the length of the visa, and then I moved to PA.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. I think it'll go pretty quick. Probably 6 months, start to finish.
Oh, okay, gotcha, man.
Probably get your receipt notice in about 2 more weeks.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
Sounds like you're on your way. So good work.
Yeah. I mean, we try to put as much evidence on the package, because some people they were like, "Oh, you can file the package without evidence, and then once you get your receipt notice, you can put it online." But then I saw your video when you said, "Oh no, try to put as much as you can on the beginning, so that way you don't get our fees and all that crazy stuff."
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, let us know how it goes. Okay.
Sure. Thank you, man.
You got it. All right. Donna, I will check out Ryan's email. I'm not checking email today because it's Sunday and it's Easter and I'm chilling. So I'm trying not to do any work today other than the show because I said I would do a show every day in Ramadan. So we'll be here every day through April 9th, and then I'll take a break probably for about 4 days. I'll be out in San Diego. But I'll be here until then answering all of your questions. Let me go ahead and post the comments. Rizwan's wanting to know if I fasted during Ramadan. Yes, brother, I fasted every single day. I haven't missed not one bite. And now I'm on day 21. So inshallah, I'm going to sail right through the last 9 or 10 days and be good to go. Anne is here. Hello, Anne.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Great. How are you doing?
Doing well, sir. So I just have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
Okay.
So at this moment, I do not carry any status here in the United States.
Okay.
My mom is waiting on her VAWA. However, the question I wanted to ask you is there any possibility anyone could sponsor me while she's waiting on her VAWA?
Anyone who? What do you mean anyone who? How did you enter?
So we came under K1 visa and K2 visa to the United States. And she got involved in an abusive relationship in our time here. So yeah.
So how old are you?
I am currently 25. I came to the States when I was when I was 20, turning 21.
So you probably aged out and you're completely on your own, I would think, for the most part. I don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And did you sort of already have that as an understanding before you talked to me now?
No.
You thought you were still under your mom's case?
Yes.
I mean, technically you might be, but I would think that you probably aged out and you came on a K2?
Yes, sir. K1 and K2 visa.
Did the abusive spouse file an I-1, or did your mom only file the I-360, or did she file for adjustment before the abuse started?
Would you like to speak with her?
No, actually, no. What I would like is for you and her to send me your paperwork so I can do a little research and let you know what I'm thinking if you're in status or if you're on your own.
Okay, I will make sure I will let her know for her to send you the paperwork on that so we can.
She can send it to me, but the one I'm worried about is you. So I want you to take responsibility. I want you to send it to me.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
This is your life and your case. We can't be hoping to be folded into mom's case. I think we gotta. You're 25. It's time to sort of take some action in all this for yourself.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
You got my email, Ann?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the bottom of the screen for the rest of the show so everybody can get it. But here we go. It's info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com.
Okay,
All right.
I got you, sir.
Thanks, Ann. Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
See ya. Yep. All right. Let's see if I can find that old email from Ryan. It seems like Donna wants me to read it today. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. Donna, I'll check that email out. I'll email him back today when we're done. All right. Sam is here. Hello, Sam. Riz, I'll get to you next. Sam, are you here? You're on mute. All right, we'll come back to Sam. Let's go to Riz. Riz is ready.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Can you hear
Sure.
me fine?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. 2021 October, I filed for I-751 joint petition.
When? 2021?
October 6th, 2021.
Okay.
And we had trouble, but it was like not up to the point where I should have filed separately with a waiver. So, but that trouble grew on, and July 22, I moved out of state for work, and also we as a couple thought that we need some break.
And you updated your address with immigration?
Yes, and also the job was through E-Verify, so immigration knows that where I'm working and everything.
Okay.
And now, December 2023, we divorced, and I-751 is pending. And the reason we divorced that. There were a lot of reasons, culturally issues, and then my spouse, she was starting to live overseas with her family, like her grandma, and then sometime in Florida. We were living in Texas when we got married, and we lived together for about four years because we got married in 2018, and now. The time is almost there. I think, according to the processing time online, my case is soon to be adjudicated, and I'm wondering if I should send a letter to USCIS because I heard one of your videos on TikTok that I should be updating them that hey, we got divorced and treat my application as a waiver. And I'm in that situation where I'm worried, and also I'm dating another person since uh, January 2023, and. We were thinking to live together and start life and all that, but I'm like confused, also scared that what should I do. So if you can guide me in this situation, please.
So, what was your status at the time that you married the U.S. citizen?
It was F1. I was in status. I had completed my master's degree.
When you had your green card interview, did you have an interview for your green card?
Yes, they interviewed me. Everything went. I mean, we had about 45-minute interview, and everything went fine. They asked us a lot of questions, but they were answered.
Did they
So
separate you?
no, they didn't.
What was the date that your divorce became final?
December 12th, I think, 2022.
Your
Actually,
divorce
December 12th, 23, not 22.
so your
23.
divorce became final roughly 4 months ago.
Yes, 4 or 5 months ago. We started talking or doing or uh, initiated it around like early 2022. But she was flying back and forth between Colombia and Florida, and I couldn't get hold of her at all. And I had to contact her family that, hey, can you help me out? And, either patch up or smooth things between us. But she didn't have time to sit down and do it. But
Okay.
finally, she did it in October. She signed all the paperwork, sent it back, and I filed it here in the local county, and they approved the divorce.
Right, but here's my problem.
Hmm.
So as of right now,
Yes.
USCIS has no way of knowing that you and your spouse are divorced.
Yes.
You've never told them.
No.
If they give you your green card, your 10-year green card tomorrow, do you know what that's called? That's called
Uh,
immigration fraud. That's not what I would call it, and that's not what it is, but that's what they would call it.
okay.
So you are like a day late and $1 short. You should have notified them when the divorce was pending. But the worst thing that could happen to you right now, Riz, would be for you to get your 10-year green card tomorrow.
Okay.
What you need to do is You need to notify them of the divorce.
Okay.
I mean, I don't, and it's nice that you have this new marriage or new relationship, but that really doesn't help us because we have had cases in the office where the person in your situation says, "Oh, I don't really care about that old marriage. I don't care about that old green card. I don't care about my 751 that never got approved.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with spouse number 2," and they won't let you.
No, I don't want to go that route because she's not a U.S. citizen, and then I
Yeah.
didn't marry the first person for just green. It was a legit relation. Even her family is ready to provide affidavit or anything, any support I
Right.
need to
So
get this case on track.
here's what I would do if I were your lawyer. The first thing I would do is tomorrow,
Hmm.
if I were your lawyer, I would Federal Express them a copy of the divorce decree with a letter explaining everything that happened.
Okay.
Because at least hopefully you can get, I mean, it could get approved. It's been pending a long time.
Yes.
It could get approved anytime in the next week or two, and that's really bad for you because then once you apply for citizenship,
Hmm.
you'd be like, boy, you lied to us. You didn't tell us that you got divorced. We wouldn't have given you that 10-year green card. We wouldn't have removed your conditions. And that's going to be a big problem if you try to. I assume you want to become a U.S. citizen.
Yes, definitely.
So what I would do that would be step 1. Then step 2 is I would interview you for a long time and write down your whole life story, how you came to the United States on an F1, how you fell in love, how it was a real marriage, how you tried to make it work, how you were separated for a while, but then she came back, and all the things that happened. And then, like you said, if there's family members, I would get affidavits from. When I send them the divorce decree, I would ask them to convert it to a good faith marriage that didn't work out solo petition.
Okay.
And then I would say, also, I'm going to send you lots of extra evidence in the next 30 days, but I want to notify you of this as soon as possible. As soon as I talk to an attorney, that's when I learned that this is what I needed to do. Because the worst thing you can get right now is a 10-year green card.
Okay. So if I want to start today, for example, or tomorrow, through your office, how
Yeah,
the
good.
things are, or how soon can we get it done?
Yeah, email me at that address, and I'll get on it first thing in the morning. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. I'm
Just say
gonna.
I'm Riz. I was on the call with Jim.
Okay. Okay. I'll write down and send you. You want
Yeah,
me to send you what?
send me all your 751 stuff.
Okay. I also had requested on my Freedom of Information Act thing, and so I have those documents on file.
Okay, then just my last question. If we took your whole statement and then we said, hey, we want to go ask your ex-wife if she would give us a condensed version of the statement that basically says it was a real marriage, it just didn't work out, and Riz is a good guy and I'd like him to stay in the United States, do you think she would do that?
Yeah, she would do that.
Okay, perfect.
Because
Okay,
we
good.
on good
Yep.
terms. I sit down with her, and we figured that as a person we don't hate each other. It's just that culture, our values didn't work. So
Yeah. Thanks, Riz.
thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate
All right,
it. I'll be
buddy.
sending you an email soon.
All right, Ramadan Kareem. See you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Kay is here. What do you say, Kay?
Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing well. Happy Ramadan. 10 more days.
Thanks. Yeah, not bad, eh?
Not bad, not bad. Hey, quick question. So I know with working while out of status, that's forgiven once you petition with a U.S. citizen. But how does it work with your current employment? Do you have to quit that once you put in the application?
No. I mean, technically, the employer could get in trouble for hiring you without that. And, the one thing that they do sometimes is they check to see if you checked a box saying that you were already a U.S. citizen or a green card holder.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, false claim to citizenship is a lot more serious than a false claim to a green card. But in all the cases I've ever had about this, they've never, to my knowledge, they've never gone back after the employer, or they like literally when you go to the interview, they'll just say, all right, well, when you applied for citizenship, I know they don't even say this out loud. They just say, when you applied for your green card, you were working at XYZ company. Are you still at XYZ company? And you just say, yeah. And that's all it is.
Oh, great. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's the only question I had.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Kay. I can't believe Donna says her son is shy. I guess Donna takes up all the energy and the personality. I'm sure he's a very, very nice young person. But Donna is such a trip. All right. Let's say hi to John. Hi, John. You're on mute, John. You there? There you go. John, can you hear me? We can't hear you. All right, all right. All right. Sharif is here. Hello, Sharif.
Hello, Jeff. Do you hear me now?
I hear you just fine. How you doing?
I'm good. I've just never used this before. Take
Oh,
me
it's
one
okay.
hour just to like log in and put my data and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Ramadan Kareem, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you want to ask me a question?
Yeah, it's a very quick question. I am a green card holder, 10 years, and I want to apply for the re-entry permit, the I-131.
Yeah.
I will be staying more than 6 months for between Germany and going to visit my dad too.
Uh-huh.
So the question is, they tell me I have to put supported document. So I don't know what supported document it's supposed to be.
Nah, not really. They don't care about that.
So what's your advice with the application and my green card copy?
Yeah, I mean, I might type up a little itinerary of where I want to go and why I'm going, but that's it.
So I write down just in the column where they ask where you're going and why you're going, and I
Yep.
fill up the application and I send it with a copy of my green card.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Nothing else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean,
And do you,
the problem is those cases take so long to get approved now. They take like 8 or 9 or 10 months.
oh
And
wow.
it's not like you can send them your travel itinerary because it's going to change, you know?
Oh, okay. So your advice is that I apply, but I don't expect that they are gonna come really soon.
Yeah. And you stay. My advice is you stay until you get it.
Oh, I stay in until I get it.
That's what I would do.
Oh, that sounds good. And there's a one question in the application. I've been reviewed yesterday. They asked me that for the last 5 years, if I've been outside like more than 6 months, 4 years, like all this question. But I never been outside for the last 5 years. But
Yeah.
they don't put this option. So what I should put? The less things they put, less than 6 months, but there is none.
I would just write it in there in the first box where I could put in text. I would just say no travel.
I don't know if you familiar with this application. I think you are. They have only the ability to choose to click, but there is no place to write down.
Every USCIS form has a thing on the back where you can add stuff. Let's take a look.
Thank you.
Sure. Everyone's asking about that water sound. There's a fountain in the swimming pool. That's the noise. Is it too loud? Let me know if it's too loud. Next time I'll turn it off.
Honestly, for me, this sounds very relaxing.
Yeah, it is relaxing. That's what it's really too cold to have the pool open, but we just like to hear the fountain. All right, let's see here. All right, so the I-131 is a confusing form because it's used for lots of different things, but we'll go to the reentry permit part.
Right. It will be down a little bit. They are column alone. They ask
Yeah.
you for how long you've been out.
Oh yeah, so you just say less than 6 months because 0 is less than 6 months.
Oh, okay. So the choice is the first one.
Yeah, 1A. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And the next question next to it is the tax. I should say no, right? Because I never have. Next to it directly, there's other question about the tax. Fine.
Yeah. Since you became a permanent resident of the United States, have you ever filled a tax return as a non-resident or failed to file because you considered yourself to be a non-resident? You say no to that.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jam.
All right, Sharif, good luck. Yeah.
Can I ask one more question really
Yeah,
quick?
sure, buddy. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I have my daughter is from my ex-wife. She's living outside the United States, and she don't have a green card or visa. She is 13 years old, and I know now. I'm sorry. I know now it takes too long to apply for her for the I-130 and petition and these things. There's any other like quicker way to bring her in just to continue her life or to go to school here?
Does she have a visit visa to the United States?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Then-
I've been trying, but I heard the visit visa take very long time now. If I try to make the I-130 petitions, he said also take very long time.
Well, yes, it does, but you should go ahead and do it. Go ahead and file that I-134. There's probably, if she's already been denied for a visit visa, You could
No,
try
she
to get.
never she never applied for a visit visa before.
So try
Actually.
apply for one and see what happens.
Okay. Okay, Jim.
All right, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
Sharif. See
Bye
ya.
bye.
H&M made me laugh. You call out people for the fire alarm battery, so we're calling you out for the water sound. Seriously, I'll turn it off next time if it's bothering people. Ro Arafat's asked me to take their question, but they're not in the waiting room. So I only take questions pretty much from the waiting room. I think I saw John pop back in. John, are you there? I guess not. Junior, what do you say, Junior? You're on mute, Junior.
Are you hearing me now? What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been watching your shows like maybe I've been like going through it, and I just have like a simple question.
Okay.
I did file for a green card in 2023. Got married 2021, but I filed 2023 November. I got my work permit and social within a month, but I didn't apply for the I-131, and it was still in review. But I have an emergency that I want to go back to Jamaica for, and I spoke with
Wait, Junior, you already have your green card?
No.
Okay,
No.
so you got married in 21, you filed in 23,
Yep.
and your green card is still pending, and so is your travel document.
Yep.
Were you out of status at the time you filed? You must have been out of status at the time you filed, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't out of status when I got married.
Yeah, that's okay. And so you got a receipt for the I-131, but they haven't approved it.
Yeah.
Have they approved your work card?
Yeah, within a month, yeah.
Oh, that's what you said, in a month. Okay, so what's the receipt date on the I-131? Or roughly, when did the whole case start?
November 17, 2023.
Yeah, so you're still 6 months away from getting that travel document. You'll probably get your green card first. Have you called USA? You said you need to go back to Jamaica for an emergency?
Yeah, I did. Spoke with a live agent on the website, the chat, and she did an expedite. She said I should get a response in 7 days, but I was just wondering is that possible to me to get like an expedite?
Yeah, and they'll call you back, and then you might be able to go down to your local field office and get a stamp in your passport. That's what you're after. When they call, say, I want an info pass so I can get a stamp in my passport to let me travel while my green card's pending because I've got this. Do you have any documentation of the emergency? Is it something like medical or something?
Yeah, it's my my nana. She's sick. She wanted to see me and my wife before anything gets more
Serious?
crazy.
Yeah. So generally, my rule is, if you were my client, I would really beg you not to leave until you actually have the green card.
Yeah.
But if you got to go, you got to go, and then you got to go that route I just said.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Yep.
Thanks, Junior. Good luck to you and your
All
nana.
right. All right.
See you,
Thank
buddy.
you.
All right. Bye, buddy. I think Riz came back. Riz, did you have another question for me?
Yes. Hello?
Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I actually just need some guidance on what documents am I sending you in that email?
Well, your 751, if you have a copy of your 751, the 751 receipt notice, and you said you got your FOIA, send me that too. I'm the kind of lawyer that likes to see every piece of paper.
Okay, I'll include all those. And then, another thing, I didn't mention it in our previous conversation that we filed taxes together. She wanted to do it this way, I didn't. In 2020, like the 22 taxes in April. So I don't know if
that's okay.
gonna be-
That's no problem.
Okay, so I'm sending you those 3 documents, and how do I connect with you again, like if I want to talk to you?
Yeah, I'll tell the team to follow up with you first thing tomorrow. I'm on it, Riz.
And should I tell my lawyer as well, the previous one I used?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay, there's no problem like having 2 lawyers.
Well, so that lawyer represented both of you. So that lawyer should have told you. Does the lawyer know about the divorce?
Yes, I have told her already. She said yes, that's fine. I even told her before all these things. I have been updating her since all these problems started.
Well, then she hasn't given you good advice.
I asked her. do have screenshots or text conversation with her where she told me that I don't need to update or edit my 751 file, but we have to tell them when the naturalization interview comes.
That's
And that's what
that's really, really stupid, and she was really putting you in trouble. I'll take care of
that's
her.
what
Don't worry about that.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna send you that, and I'll update her that I'm sending an update to USCS just as
Cool.
a FYI.
That's fine. Thanks, Riz.
Thank you so much, Jim. I
Bye,
appreciate
buddy.
you.
I'll talk to you later. Donna says, Rich, you already in the building. I wrote in the comment, tell that junior to stay put. I agree with Donna. That guy should stay. Junior should stay put until he has his green card. I think that's the way I would go. All right. James is here. What do you say, James? Hello, James. You're on mute.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, thanks, man. I live in Australia.
What time is it in
Um,
Australia?
let me check. That should be around this 8 right now, right?
8 in the morning?
Yes.
Awesome. You're on Monday already. So what do you got, James?
Yeah. I have this lady, right? I mean, we married for 8 months ago, right? So, and she came to visit me in Australia. Then I love her truly, understand? But the age, she's 57 years old, 57, 57, right?
She's 57. How old are you?
I'm just 28 years.
28?
Yeah.
So 29 years. So she's twice your age.
Yeah. So I mean, she been telling me to come, to come to US, but she's gonna help me out with the green card,
Well, wait, no. We're not talking about helping you out with the green card. That's like the worst thing that you can say, right? So, what green cards are for people that are in love and want to get married, not people that want to help
we
someone.
got married.
Oh, you're married.
Yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
but I told her I don't like US because of yeah, I asked her to move to Australia, you know.
Yeah.
She said no, she have a lot of family in US, our grandbabies, and the father is alive. So I mean, so she's saying I should come to US. So that I told her no, what about the age difference? How is it possible when it comes to immigration?
Well, have you been married before?
No, 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 no.
Have you ever
I have
been?
no baby.
Have you ever been to the United States before?
No, sir, no.
Did you say something about a baby?
I have no baby. Like, this is my first marriage with her.
Yeah. When did you get married? You got married in Australia?
Yes.
So, and you would just be coming like on ESTA as an Australian is how you would come to the United States, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but she said she wanted to move to US, right? And that's true. I mean, to live there with her, that she can't move because of I mean, it's far away. She's scared to fly every time. She's scared to fly from Australia to US. Say she's so scared to fly.
Wait. So she's scared to fly, but she flew to Australia and married you, right?
Yeah, yeah. She flew out first time, and she said that was horrible for her. I mean, she had this phobia to fly.
Okay, so let's back up. How did you meet her in the first place?
We met on TikTok.
Because you have a TikTok account, or she has a TikTok account, or what?
As I have my own, we met on TikTok.
That's a first for me. I haven't heard of anybody meeting their significant other on TikTok. That's great. Okay, all right. So how many times has she come visited you? Just once?
Just once. I mean, just once. And again, she was planning to come to Dubai. We planned to come to Dubai, but she said she can't come again because she can't fly. She's scared to fly. That it will be okay for me to come to the US so we can live a life there.
Wait, did you get married in Dubai or in Australia?
In Australia.
In Australia. Okay, so when did you and she first meet on TikTok?
We met last year. When last year.
So when did you meet last year? So 2023, you met on TikTok. What's the first day you ever heard of this person?
I met her through her sister. She's a twin. So I have content on TikTok, content, dancing, So she got attracted to it.
Yeah. So
Then
when was that? When was that?
June last year,
So you met her the very first time you ever heard of her was from your dance videos on TikTok. She and
yeah,
your sister reached out in June of
yeah,
23. When did she come visit you?
October last year.
Okay, what day did she arrive in Australia? October what? Do you know?
I can't put it out now.
Okay, I guess what I want to know is how long was her trip?
She spent just 3 weeks with me.
3 weeks. And so you got married what towards the end of the 3 weeks, I guess?
We got married because she said, I mean, we can just go depart because she can't. She don't apply again.
Right. Right. But so just to make sure, so she arrived on one day, and 3 weeks later she left, and somewhere in between there, towards the end, you went to the courthouse and got married.
That's her plan before she came. That's our plan.
I don't. But that's what happened. And not only was it her plan, that's what happened. You got married during that 3-week visit.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So one of the questions they're going to ask is, was the marriage consummated? Do you know what that means?
No, sir. What's it tell me?
It means they always check to see if the couple had sex after getting married. Did the couple have sex after getting married?
For sure we do.
Okay. All right. And so now the question is, if you come to the United States, do you think I'm going to get past border protection? And if I do, what happens if we apply for a green card? Do you think I'm going to get the case is going to get approved? Is that the question?
Yes, I want to know because of the age. It's a lot. Maybe some pictures like.
See, to me, it's not so much the age. To me, it's not so much the age. The age I can deal with. To me, the bigger problem is we meet online on TikTok in June, and we get married after a 3-week visit at the end of the 3 weeks. And trust me, James, I've heard the "I really don't like to fly" story many times. So if I've heard it, USAS has heard it, and they just are going to think this is all too fast. If she was 30 years old, this case would have problems. The fact that she's twice your age, that has other problems. Are you originally from Australia?
No, from Africa.
From Nigeria?
Cameroon.
Okay. How did you end up in Australia?
I went to school.
So what's your question for me, James?
I want to know because she's been saying that, I mean, I have to find all means to come to the US to be with her. She said about job. She said about doing my master's there. And I said, I mean, how is it possible? If you're going to apply for, I mean, green card, and I still want to come for schooling or for job, like, which one should we choose that will be easier to come?
I mean,
because she wants all the means for me to come.
It sounds like she really, really wants you to come. I get that. And you can come. You don't need anything else. Why don't you just come for a visit? See, you guys did this all wrong. You shouldn't have gotten married on that first trip. You should have just had her come. I mean, because you're Australian. You have an Australian passport, right?
I have resident permit.
What'd you say?
I have resident permit. I don't have passport yet.
You're not an Australian. Oh, so you don't have an Australian passport. So you can't come on visa waiver. You have to actually get a visa to come to the United States.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
So it's so critical for me. I've been telling her.
So again, you guys did this all wrong. If you apply for a visit visa, if you apply for a work visa, or if you apply for a student visa, one of the questions they're going to ask you is, are you married? And you're going to say, yeah. And they're going to say, who are you married to? And you're going to say, a U.S. citizen. And they're going to say, oh, you're from Cameroon. You don't even live in Cameroon. Now you're in this third country called Australia. We think there's no way in hell you're going back to Australia, and you're certainly not going back to Cameroon, which is the number one issue on a non-immigrant visa like she wants you to get.
Yeah.
So that's not going to – you guys did this all wrong. If you hadn't gotten married, some of this stuff might have worked. but now it's screwed because you're married.
So what's our? I mean, the limit to go up from here. I mean, what
Well,
is? I mean,
legally, she can file an I-130 petition for you because you're legally married and say, James is my spouse. Yes, he's half my age, but he's my spouse, and we have a real marriage. And now talking to Jim. Jim, do you think USCIS is going to prove that case? Maybe a 1 in 10 chance they approve it. And then, Jim, do you think the embassy is going to give him a visa? I don't. I don't think the embassy is going to give you a visa. This is all jacked up.
because of the age, right?
Because of the age and because you got married. You got married. When did you say she came in October?
Yeah, August.
So you meet in June. That's the 6th month. You got married in October. That's the 10th month. That means you only knew each other for 4 months, and they're going to be like, what's the rush? We don't believe this. We think he just married her to get a green card. So I think the chances of this working and you getting a visa and a green card to come to the United States are about 1%. And 90% of the reason why this case is messed up isn't the age. We've won these age cases. It's not the age is bad. It's the cherry on top of this messy case. The much bigger problem is you met in June, got married in October on the very first visit very first time you spent together.
Exactly. I was telling her, like she says, it's cool, you know. Anyway, but the stuff that we love each other, that's for sure. And we got some stuff we do together, the joint account, and you know, some of the things we do
That doesn't
together.
matter. The joint accounts, all the evidence, they're going to look right past all that stuff. They're going to want to know if this is a legit relationship or not.
Wow.
Have her watch this video of me, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, of course, I'll check her out. I'll probably
All right.
watch it.
Thanks,
I'll let you
James.
know. Yeah.
See you, buddy.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, bud. Thank
All
you.
right, bye, bud. All right, well, that was our call of the day. We know that for sure. Thank you, James, for that. Very interesting call. Cynthia's here. Hello, Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. How you doing? I can't hear you. No, your mic is sort of... I can't hear you. It's weird. You're on mute. I can't hear you. Go ahead and say something. I'll come back. We can sign language. I don't know sign language. I wish I did. That would make for a good show. Maybe we should have a translator on here sometime. All right, Omar's here. Hello, Omar.
How's it going, Jim?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Very well. Thank you very much for doing this.
Sure. What's up?
A little background on myself. I'm an F1 student, and I got employed by an employer who was willing to do my PERM app. We applied it the first time around, and then the lawyer forgot to file ETA 9089 by its deadline. So I ended up having to repeat the process. He's not a very experienced immigration lawyer when it comes to like student immigration. He usually does like family immigration and stuff like that. Yeah. We also applied for the H-1B twice and didn't get it. I think the results come out tomorrow, but I'm not very hopeful because those that were selected already got the selection notice.
Yeah, people are here already. Yeah.
Yeah, so my EAD expires this week on the 6th. So given all that background, I just wanted to ask maybe 5 questions I wrote down.
So you're talking about OPT EAD?
Yeah, it's OPT extension. Yeah, I already used my extension.
So you're at the end of the extension. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. So after this, I probably have like 60 days to leave the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first question I was going to ask is, it's pretty much regarding the PERM app. I just want to see your opinion on whether this would get rejected or not. We did I don't think when we wrote down the foreign worker experience, we gave as good of the detail as we should have. Do you think they care about that?
Yes, very much. That's the key to the whole case. It's the most important thing. This lawyer doesn't sound like they're doing a great job on this. They missed filing the right forms on time, and now they're not. It sounds like what is the occupation, Omar?
I'm a software engineer, senior software engineer.
And has the employer had difficulty finding American workers that can do this job?
Yes, we went through the recruitment process. We posted it on campus. We posted it on radio stations. We posted it on newspapers. Nobody really applied. We did the prevailing wage for a different kind of occupation as well. So I applied. My prevailing wage was for a computer systems architect. That way, he said that I could get a level 4 occupation on my prevailing wage determination. But the software title is software engineer.
Okay, go ahead and ask. I'm shaking my head because this case is making me angry. But go ahead. You're not making me angry, just the case.
Oh, I know. I'm angry myself. But yeah, that's the question mainly is when they asked us for the foreign worker experience, I did list what I did specifically. I just didn't use up the all 3,500 characters. And I gave it to him and he said it looked fine. So I was wondering your opinion on that. Like, do I have to give as detail? Like, do I have to fill it to the brim with details?
I think it's good. I mean, it's good to show that the qualifications of the worker match the job description, and the general understanding of the occupation. I mean, you keep telling me things that make me think the case is in trouble. One, they didn't file the form right, and you had to start all over. Two, it sounds like they didn't do a very thorough description. I mean, they shouldn't have had you draft the experience. That's the job of the lawyer. We take a draft of it from the clients, but we don't just go with what the client says. And then the biggest one is switching from the just shooting for. You don't have to have a level 4 to get this thing approved. I would have stuck to the right classification. That's a silver bullet that can kill the whole case. But putting all that to the side, I think this case is in trouble. But putting that to the side, what's the plan when you're done with your OPT?
My company really wants to keep me. I want to stay with my company. They were considering hiring me as a foreign contractor. And so that's what we want to do. I looked at doing day one CPT, but I saw your video on that. It looks like you discourage people from doing day one CPT.
That's
so I'm
right.
not going to do day one CPT.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
If you want, oh, my daughter's calling. If you want me to take a look at what you guys have submitted so far and give our thoughts, we can do that for you. I don't know if you want to make a change, but you might want to make a change.
Are we allowed to make a change? I mean, isn't it after you filed it, you can't do anything?
Well, I mean, but there's a lot more that has to happen on this case, and you're far away from there. So I don't know. What I'm saying is you might want us to look it over to see if we think it's dead on arrival and you need to start over again. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, I think I would like that. Yes.
All right. Send it on over, Omar. You got my email address? Email.
One second. Let me find something to write it down. Sure. Can you say it?
Yeah, it's info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com. info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com.
Okay, yeah, I'll send you the form. That was pretty much my first question. If you don't mind, I have is it legal for them to hire me as a foreign contractor if I'm still within the US?
No, you're going to be out of status. You'd have to leave the United States.
Yeah. I have until like June. I was wondering if they could like start hiring me as a foreign contractor to my foreign bank account while I'm in the US until then.
There's no reason to make it that cute. You should go on time. And you should not work here. Don't play that too cute. You're just setting yourself up for problems down the road.
Gotcha. Okay.
Thanks, Omar.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it,
buddy. Yep. See you, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Ro Arafat. If you're married to a U.S. citizen, she has to file an I-130 petition for you. It's very straightforward. We do it all the time. If you want our help, have her call our office. We do this all the time. I don't know why you're putting in all the comments, all these confusing things. Everybody understands what you're talking about. It's a simple I-130. You are overseas. You're married to a U.S. citizen. She files an I-130 petition for alien relative. That's it, bro. It's not that big. That's what needs to happen. I know you've got a complicated history, but the case is the same. Looks like Cynthia came back. Let's see if she got her audio working. Cynthia, you there?
Assalamualaikum, Jim.
Walaikum salam. How you doing?
Good. So the last time I was on the show is 1 year ago today, exactly when I
Oh,
told you
wow.
I got my
Happy,
green card.
happy anniversary to us.
Thank you. So this is more like discussion than a question because I listened when Shabazz and his 997 Pakistan friend went back home after they
They did. You know, and Cynthia, he had a change in circumstances, and I'm like, what's a change in circumstances? Oh, he got married. Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, so it's always file asylum and then, pending case or removal proceeding and then got married, closed their cases, terminated, and they got the green card.
Yeah.
Immediately, they forgot about their asylum case, right? And I understand that you told us to, be conservative about it, to not go back to your home country that persecuted you. But many don't listen. So my question is, have you ever handled or hear that when people actually did that and then they got their, they got naturalized or they got denial? That's my question.
I've heard both.
Okay. I'm just puzzled because, I told some of the people that I know and I told them to not go back and they always said, oh, I got the green card for marriage, not from asylum. Then I said, do you know that USCIS still have all your files and they don't think about it?
I've seen people get denied for citizenship for that. I've seen people get their 751 denied for that. And I don't know for sure, but I think technically they could come after you. Even if you naturalize, they could come after you.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I want to know. Hopefully Shabazz listen to this one.
Yeah, probably not. Thanks, Cynthia. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, everybody. That'll do it for today's show. Tomorrow, let's see what time we're going tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first day of April, April Fool's Day. Oh, I'm sure we'll get lots of jokes tomorrow. Noon tomorrow. We'll be back noon tomorrow. All right. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Great Easter. If you haven't celebrated yet, go catch some eggs. Go catch that bunny. And I'm just going to chill, sit outside, and watch some baseball later. Phoenix was asking how Nor's games went. They lost their game yesterday, but they played well yesterday. I was happy. They sort of rallied as a team. Nor wasn't feeling so great. So hope you all have a great night. Big ups to all the Yardies, and we'll see you tomorrow at noon. Bye, guys. I'm great about that, other than trying to help people who are in a state of invasion. I mean,